So this is one of the screens that needs to be customized. That's the sample one that comes with the Candy Crush source code, which is basically the level selection level here. As you can see, you have a character that can go from the first level to the second to the third. Of course, those are locked for now. But as you can see behind, you have a level select background.png file, and we need to recreate something similar. It doesn't have to be the same theme at all, but what matters is that the waypoints are the exact same spots. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all those levels need to be at the exact same spot. So how are we going to do that? First, we locate the file, which is right there. So now I'm going to open the file with the preview. And as you can see, here it's missing the main character and the numbers. However, we pretty much know that this is the first, the second, and each houses is basically one level. So I want to recreate the houses on top of each of those, but the background, I want something different. Now, I'm dealing with cats. I still want houses. I still want to go from houses to houses, but something very different. So I'm going to open clipart.org right there, and I'm going to be looking for houses. So in the search right there, I'm just going to type houses or house. Click on search. Okay, and this is what I get so far. Now I want a view that's pretty much from like a bird's view type of thing, you know, so we can see all houses pretty much like what we have in the PNG file there. Okay, I can see there's a bunch of them that could definitely be great. This gingerbread house, this one as well, sweet house, could do very well in a cat's game. Keep going. As you can see, there's 10 pages, so there's a lot of them. So now it's up to you. I myself am going to take whatever I find that I could reuse, but it's a matter of taste here at this point. Okay, so I actually already did the research here, and I've selected houses. So let me show you the files that I had. I have them right there. Okay, so under houses, I selected a bunch of them. Okay, so here I'm going to get a little preview of those files. Okay, now I'm probably not going to reuse all of them because I only need there's only 8 levels, so I'm going to need only 8 houses. Now, as you can see, one of the files that I really like is this one because it comes with I think like a dozen different houses, and they pretty much have the very same theme. So it has the same style. So I really like it, and it's very colorful. I like that. So I'm probably going to be using only those. All right. So you just double click on this file. It's an SVG file. You can use Inkscape. So you can go to inkscape.org to be able to open that. That's a vector file. Or you can have Illustrator from Adobe. That's a really great one. I do have it, so I already actually opened it here in Adobe Illustrator. And as you can see, I have my simple houses file. Now, what's great about it is that you can actually select just pieces of it and be able to change colors, you know, do a bunch of different things with it. Now, I'm not going to bother with that. I'm just going to reuse it the way it is. So if you go here on the layers, you just open that. And if you keep drilling, you will see that you have all the houses. You can select one at a time. So I clicked right there, that selected this one. Now if I want the one with the chapel-like looking one, I'm just gonna click right there, and as you can see, it's clicking right there. Alright, so I can just copy them and paste them in a new file, and that's what I'm gonna be doing. Also, what I did is I went still on Open Clipart, and I looked for plants. So you can just type plant, search. Okay, and as you can see, there's a bunch of plants already ready to use. Now, I took this one right there, so I clicked here. Okay, and I saw this one, and you can just download it. It's that easy. Or click on the uploader. So this is the artist that did it. And what's great is that it's all free here. And by clicking on the artist, you actually get to see what else is available from this artist. And usually, you know, an artist has always the same style, so that's great. I actually don't see anything here, so I'm gonna go back and see what else I can find that looks similar to what I wanted. Okay, so there's this one. I can see that I'm going to download this one as well. And I will be looking for trees and do the exact same thing. Now I already did it, so I have them all in those files. I opened them as well. Okay, so I have a bunch of them. They don't look that great, but since they're going to be pretty small on the screen, it's going to be totally okay. Okay, so now what I want to do is actually create the level. So I want something similar to that, but different at the same time. Okay, so in Illustrator, I'm just going to create a new file, File New. Now the size that I'm going to do here, I'm going to take the same width and height as the file that I have here. The size, the dimensions are here, 640 times 960 pixels. Okay, I do want the exact same ones, so when I save it, it's ready to use in the iPhone. Okay, so that's what I have, 640 times 960. Okay, make sure the units are in pixels. Okay, they might be in points or pixels, make sure, or inches, but make sure they're in pixels. And press OK. Okay, so the only thing important here is the width and the height. Okay, so I have the new file. Now what I want to do, I want to actually place the picture or the PNG file of the level select background. Why do I want to do this? So I make sure that when I place the houses, I place the houses on top of the houses that are already in the other village. So File, Place. Okay, once you click on File, Place, just go ahead and select the file that you had. Mine are in Desktop, Match 3 after, Custom, Assets. They'll be under Level Selection, right there. Now as you can see, I have two of them. I have an HD file and a non-HD, so Retina display and standard. Now I'm taking the Retina display because it's always better to work with bigger images, and then it's easier to just resize it to something half the size to replace this one. So I'm just going to place this one, okay. Alright, perfect. Now that it's placed, I'm going to go into layers and I'm going to lock it. So right next to the eye on the right, I'm locking it. Now that it's locked, I cannot move it. Why do I do that? So I make sure it's not misplaced. Alright, next thing that I want to do is actually start putting items on top of that. Okay, and then I will remove that later. So I'll go to the Simple Houses file right there, and I'm going to pick some files. Okay, so take the first one, this one, the house. I copy, edit, copy. Okay, now I go back to the new file that I just created, right there, untitled, and I'm going to paste it. Edit, paste in front. Why you want to paste it in front? Because if you don't, you might not see it. Okay, so as you can see, it's there, but I don't want it here. I actually, since it's a big one, it's a big house, I want to select it and paste it on top of this one. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that for all of them. Let me show you a few of them. I'm going to take now this one as well. Alright, copy. So Command C is a shortcut. Now I'll go back to the untitled file, the one I just created, and paste it. Okay, alright, I'm going to place this one right there. Alright, now do the same thing for some plants. So I'm going to pick a plant right there, Command C to copy, and going back to here and paste it. Now I need to resize it, very easy, you know, just select it here and resize. Alright, I'm going to put it right there. Okay, now I'm going to copy it again and paste it. So I'm going to put lots of plants all around. Okay, alright. Now as you can see, it's pretty straightforward. Okay. Now what I want to do is put some mountains. So I think I do have some mountains open. I think it's this one here. Okay. So again, edit, copy, and go back to the file that I'm currently creating. Paste it, and it's actually a bit too big, so I'm gonna resize it, and I'm gonna put some mountains in the background. Okay, so what you gotta do is keep doing that to have it on every houses. So make sure you have all the houses and all the environment details. Okay, so once you keep doing that, you also need to remove the background. So here, right there, I'm gonna remove the placeholder that I had there. but just by clicking there. And what I want to do is actually click on the rectangle tool. Okay, click on rectangle, and right there I'm going to select dark green rectangle. That's filled green and no stroke. Okay, so make sure I have no stroke right there. So this one has no stroke. Okay, and I'm going to go all the way. So slide it and go all the way. All right, there we go. Now what's going on here? First is that it's a bit too small, so I need to select it with the select tool right there and increase the size. Okay, there we go. And the reason why we don't see anything is that because this one is in front. So what you need to do is go to Object, Arrange, Send to Back. So that's going to be all the way to the back. So as soon as you do that, the rest comes in the front. All right, so keep going, add the stuff, and once you're done, let's get to the next thing to do.